Running with Maverick and Wolfman. Hey guys, just Maverick here today. Wolfman's getting some much deserved rest and recovery. He went to the beach, the lucky bum. So while Wolfman is running on the beach, enjoying that weather, the rest of us are probably working or training. There's nothing wrong with taking a break. There's nothing wrong with a vacation, some rest. Like I said, it's well deserved for Wolfman. He works hard. He will be back for our big anniversary. Our 1-year podcast anniversary is coming up. So we're going to have an extra episode coming out to celebrate that this month. Now, there's something that's come up a few times in our podcast and also a bunch of times in conversations with runners that I just wanted to address. A lot of runners and people that have just started working out, for some reason, lack confidence not only in their abilities, but in the fact that they're doing enough work. When you're just starting out with exercise or any activity that you're doing, if you're new to something, whether it be CrossFit, yoga, running, swimming, whatever you're new at, whatever it is, it's important to realize that you're not going to be very confident, that you're not going to think that you're really good at it. And that's normal. It's okay. You're just learning that skill. Running, cycling, swimming, boxing, whatever you're doing, it's a skill. It's something new that you're learning, and it's okay to not be confident, but at the same time, you want to learn how to build your confidence. And like I said, there's a lot of times where we talk to people where they don't have any confidence. They say, well, I'm not a fast runner. It doesn't matter. No one's a fast runner. If you're a fast runner, when you first start, you lucked out. You're world class. Everyone else is not fast. Even if you're going to be good down the road, you're probably not going to be really good at it to start with. Public speaking is the same thing. Most people aren't real good at it, but you practice and you learn and you get better at it. So don't beat yourself up. Just realize that you're going to work on it. You're going to get a little bit better each day and each year. And you're going to grow at it. It takes years to get really good at a lot of things like running. In the first year, I was a decent runner. I did well. I did well enough, but I wasn't the star of the team. I wasn't beating out seniors. That's just how it goes. Sometimes you have to kind of work your way up and give yourself a little bit of credit. You're doing the hard work. And that's the gist. I've had lots of teammates and friends who started out, even people that I'm just friendly with, that they come up to me. They're like, I just shaved a ton of time off my 5K. And I'm like, that's great. What have you been doing? Oh, I've been putting in the hours. I've been putting in the runs. I've been putting in the core work. I've been watching a lot of videos. I've been trying to learn how to be a better runner. And this stuff works. It just takes time. So, like I said, give yourself a break. Cut yourself some slack and just be proud that you're going out there. And when you talk to somebody, don't assume that they're better than you and that they're going to be judgy if your 5K is not real fast. If you run a 50-minute 5K, who cares? It's okay. You're getting started. You did it. You completed the 5K. And if your goal is to work down to a 49, then work down to a 49. If you ran a 25 and you're working towards a 24:30, then work towards a 24:30. Whatever it is. If you're an elite and you're trying to shave off 5 seconds, work on those 5 seconds. So basically what I'm getting at is try to stay confident, even if you're new to it, even if you don't have any experience, and just give yourself some credit. So the other thing I wanted to talk about is your training. As you get busier and busier with life, things change. Our last guest is married, going to have a baby. Life is going to change. Things are going to come up. You need to try to figure out how to make that work. I had someone come in and ask me, about getting up earlier. Some people like to get up earlier. Some people don't. If you're a night owl, you can do this stuff at night. If you're a morning person, you can get up and do this stuff in the morning. It doesn't matter. Just set that time and try to stick to the schedule. And it doesn't have to be every day. Remember, you can work out twice in one day, once in a day, every other day. It doesn't really matter. It's whatever works for you. It's your life and your goals. So set it and try to stick to it. If you're having trouble with motivation, remember, go back and listen to some of our past episodes on motivation and try to get someone to run with, try to set goals, try to have a schedule, and stick to it as best you can. Now, there's also overdoing it. Remember that. You may overdo it. If you're running twice a day every day, you're on a pro contract, you may be overdoing it, right? So unless you're Wolfman is run some crazy races where he's got to run multiple days and whatnot. Like I said, if it's an occasional thing like that, that might be fine, but you just want to take care of your body. Make sure you're taking care of yourself. All right, another thing that some people have been asking me to speak about is motivation. How do you get motivated? How do you get up in the morning? How do you get going? How do you get your exercise done? So I'm going to go over a couple things. First thing, like we talked about earlier, set a schedule. Let's say that it's 5 a.m. and 5 a.m. is my workout time. The alarm goes off. Do not hit snooze. If you hit snooze, you're not going. Let's be honest. It's hard to get up. To begin with, if you're hitting snooze 15 times, you're not going to go anywhere. So don't hit the snooze button. Just get up when the alarm goes off. If you have to set 2-3 alarms, set them. Get up, and then have your gear ready. Have everything ready. Your shoes, your socks, your watch, everything set up, ready to go. So it's easy. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to wander around. You don't have to wash anything. You don't have to see where anything's at. You just get up, put that stuff on, do your morning routine and get out of the house. Okay? Get to wherever you're going. If you're exercising in your house, whether it be at the gym, going out on the road for a little run, whatever you're doing, get out and get going. Start up. Okay? If you need music, if you need coffee, whatever your routine is, make sure it's ready once again. Don't have the coffee maker all dirty K-cup in there. Don't have, no mugs to get your coffee going. Whatever you need to do, have it going. If you're exercising at lunchtime, right, don't go eat a big lunch and then go for your workout. Do the workout first. You obviously need sustenance. You need to have enough food in your system. You need enough water in your system. But you got to plan this out, get it going. And remember how good it's going to feel when you're done exercising, when you got that workout in, when you've accomplished something. You're going to be on top of the world. It's going to be amazing. The fact that you're thinking about this, that you're motivating yourself, that you're getting trained in motivation, you're way ahead of the game. You're right there. You're about to get this done. You're doing a phenomenal job, guys. You got to remember that. Pat yourself on the back. Remember that most people are not going to get up and do this. You're going to be the exception. You're going to feel amazing. Okay? It's going to be perfect. Just tell yourself, even if it in the beginning, even if you're like, oh, this is going to be terrible, don't tell yourself it's going to be terrible. Say, this is going to be amazing. I'm going to have a great time. I'm going to enjoy myself. I'm going to feel so good when I go to work or when I go on vacation and I get my runs in. I'm going to feel great the rest of the time. When I'm getting that ice cream after dinner, I'm going to feel good about that because I did my 8-mile run this morning. All right? You got to tell yourself these things. You got to teach yourself how to work through these things, because if you don't and then you skip, you're going to be saying, oh, now I'm eating this giant ice cream and I feel guilty because I didn't get my workout in. I should have went earlier. I didn't do this. I do it all the time. I skip my run. I don't go to the gym. I say I'm going to go to the gym. My New Year's resolution is done. No, don't do that. Set yourself up for success. Do all the hard work, set everything out, prep it, and then have it on the schedule. Check it off. And if you could do that, you're going to feel like $1 million. All right? Guys, thanks for listening as always. We're going to have another episode coming out. Look for it. We'll put it out on the socials. Thanks again for listening. Maverick and Wolfman, or just Maverick this time, running out.